Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, or just stopping through. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. On your way in, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody in the building already, man. Salute to the moderators, content management, everybody. What's this is day 28, y'all. No smoking, no puffing, feeling real good. I done did a month. I'm gonna keep on documenting it. You know what I'm saying? I think talking about it and like documenting it and putting it on like YouTube and like YouTube shorts and just talking about how many days I'm going, it's helping because I feel like I'll let y'all down if I ever smoked again or something, you know what I'm saying? And I let myself down. So, you know, salute to y'all, man. Y'all helping me, you know what I'm saying? It's all motivation. Also, everybody on your way in, drop your cash apps in. When you drop in, drop your cash app. I'm gonna bless somebody at the end of the stream today for some lunch, dinner, whatever you want to use it for or something, you know what I'm saying? Feeling real good today. So y'all do that on your way in, drop them cash apps. Salute to everybody. What's up, Prince? What's up? Dennis, Boss Lady Angela, Buddha Mike, Melissa, what's up? Planet Max, what's up, y'all, man? Salute to all y'all. But we got a good one, y'all. We're gonna talk about some of our history, you know what I'm saying? This Anunnaki stuff, the Book of Enoch, it's a crazy video, so let's get it going.
I told my parents that I was not from this planet. I teleported to the womb of my mom. I started to be visited by extra-dimensional beings called Anunnaki. There are some races of Anunnaki who want control on Earth, and there are some of them who want to liberate Earth. So that's why we have a lot of conflict in our history, because they're behind the scenes. They are our ancestors.
You are saying that who is communicating with you is a current living version of the Anunnaki?
Yes.
What would you think if I could take you to a place where the 200 fallen angels built a boardroom for them to all meet? It would have to be at the top of a finished pyramid, at the end of a pointed sword, with a phoenix right there into the front yard. And if you clicked inside of it, it would have a round table where they could all meet together, all 200 of them. And if you go right inside the Palace of Peace and Reconciliation, I'm going to show you their boardroom. All 200 delegates meet right here in the top of this finished pyramid. It's one of the only finished pyramids I've ever seen in my life. And if you click on that little mark right there, it's going to take us down inside that hole. And that's what's underneath the Palace of the Peace and Reconciliation, where the 200 fallen angels meet. That sun shines right through the middle of that table that holds 200 people, and it goes all the way down to the middle of the floor in the basement, which is the amphitheater, and that's where all the people can meet. It says 200 seats for the world's religious meetings. Chapter 3 in Enoch 1 tells you that there were 200 fallen angels that descended in that day, and right there it tells you the names of those people, and they were the leaders of 10. I've never heard of anybody even mention this place or a Christian telling me that they went there. Okay, click on the U.S. Embassy in Astana and then zoom down right down the street and you'll see that portal right there. I thought this was super weird, but there's no pictures of it. So if you go across the street and click on that little blue dot right across the river, and then roll that thing around right there, and you're gonna see this, looks like a portal to me. Click on my link tree right there off of my bio page, and it'll take you to all of my printable materials. Click on the Book of Enoch right there, the Watchers, and then you can read right along with me. We can go right back to this. Click on my YouTube page, and I read it for you on YouTube, and you can follow right along with that book that you printed off. It's right there. It's about the third or fourth video. The book of Ephesians tells you to put on the full armor of God, and having done all to stand, stand. For when I see the sword fall upon the land, I'll blow the trumpet and warn the people. Have a blessed day, in Jesus' name, and like and follow the trumpet for more.
Hey, salute to everybody in the building, y'all. This is going to be a crazy one right here. Also, y'all, I know I had started my little no meat, you know what I'm saying, challenge, whatever. This was supposed to be like my 4th day, but I broke it today, y'all. I ate some fish. And I know a lot of people like, man, fish ain't no meat or whatever, but I consider it as meat. So just letting y'all know, I ate some fish today, but I still kept it light. You know what I'm saying? I had a little salad and some fish. So it's all smooth. But salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all dropping them cash apps. I'm going to pick somebody at the end of the stream to bless with some lunch or dinner, whatever you want to use it for. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going, y'all.
This is scary. This preacher spent doing the work of God, winds up dying, comes face to face with God, and what God tells him is going to shock you. Watch this.
Faith is dead. Your works are in vain. The life that you lived and offered to me as a life of Christian service is an abomination that I rejected in the Pharisee. What made you think I would accept it from a Laodicean type Christian? In fact, untold millions are living the same kind of life that you live, and they stand in danger of my everlasting wrath. Unquote the living God. I couldn't believe he was talking to me. I'm a preacher. You didn't do those works for me. You did them for a false God. I said, Lord, I worked for you. I called you Lord every day. Yes, you did, but you never made me Lord. What a difference. To call him Lord gives him a title. To make him Lord promotes him to ruler of life. But Lord, I was serving you. No, you wasn't. You served a false God. Then he named it Satan's #1 selling false God. SELF. Instantly, I knew everything he said was true.
Man.
God really saw me. Just do Bible songs on him, so don't disconnect. It's not how he looks. I go to St. Preliminary Church. That's not how he looks in there. He has like a beard. He doesn't have long hair. He has short hair. His eyes were the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Mom, if you've seen them, if you would have saw them, you would have said they were beautiful, more beautiful than mine. And his lips, they never chapped, he said. Even happens, like your lips are just perfect. His lips were perfect. His lips were perfect. And Mom, he said that the reason you went through so much when you were little, he said it's because that's why the way you are today.
Man, hey, I'll be believing the kids, man. I'll be believing the kids. Like the kids, is just something about, I gotta believe. I know sometimes kids will tell some stories and stuff and everything, but I don't think he's lying about no story about this, like right now and everything. I think he's being genuine. He might have seen something and hey. So I don't know, y'all. This is my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment purposes only, allegedly. Let's go.
He said that's why you are so good at what you do today. He said that your kids are like you because of you. He said that they're going to grow up to be just like you. And he said that me, I'm going to make you very proud. Perfect.
Was he black? What color was? We want to know what color he was.
Theory of the Great Pyramid? NASA. What? I was told by one of the guides a couple of years ago that they've discovered something technological about it and they want to control it. That's spooky, man. They also own the rights to a section of the Grand Canyon. So I took a helicopter down into the Grand Canyon. They said we can't walk to this area. That area I heard had some old carvings or something would be over in this area. So I started trying to walk that way. And this guy pops out of nowhere with all black on, black hat, black military outfit with no logos and an AR-15 and tells me, oh, you can't go any further. I'm like, well, why? I said, what's going on? So didn't they tell you couldn't come over here? I said, well, they did. But I'm thinking, I just want to see, what's over here. Right. And he says, you can't come. I said, well, why? What? I said, can you just tell me, sir, like, why can't I come over here? He says, NASA owns the rights to this section. You can't come over here. At the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. Do you have any theories of why that is? It's got to be technological. Starts in something with space. And then also, where else? Chaco Canyon. Same situation. So wait a minute. What's going on here? How in the world what are they doing?
Right. I just gonna say that look just like how the sun be looking outside. Man, it's so many little things that like prove like we in a firmament. Look at that. Y'all know how like when we look at the sun, it got be having that big ass circle behind it, and man, look just like that, y'all. Crazy.
I just read to the Senate means that if you have access to any communications, the government can force you to help it spy. That means anybody with access to a server, a wire, a cable box, a Wi-Fi router, a phone, or a computer. So think for a moment about the millions of Americans who work in buildings and offices in which communications are stored or passed through. After all, every office building in America has data cables running through it. And the people are not just the engineers who install, maintain, and repair our communications infrastructure. There are countless others who could be forced to help the government spy, including those who clean offices and guard buildings. If this provision is enacted, the government can deputize any of these people against their will and force them, in effect, to become what amounts to an agent for Big Brother. For example, by forcing an employee to insert a USB thumb drive into a server at an office they clean or guard at night. This can all happen without any oversight whatsoever. The FISA court won't know about it. The Congress won't know about it. Americans who are handed these directives will be forbidden from talking about it. Unless they can afford high-priced lawyers with security clearances who know their way around the FISA court, they will have no recourse at all.
Listen, I'm not surprised about that. We ain't had no privacy in a long time, man. They can tap into anything, our phones, cameras on our computers, cameras in our homes, our security cams. Ain't no more privacy, y'all. Y'all know what's up. Come on now. They even got cameras out in the streets. Like, you do your crime now, they go catch you on camera outside driving or something. They go figure, like, ain't no more privacy, man. They've been doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? That don't really shock me. But salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all dropping them cash apps. I'm gonna bless somebody at the end of the stream with some lunch, some dinner, whatever you want to use it for. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like the video too. That's one of the things. You gotta make sure you like the video. And you know what I'm saying? Just comment, say something, drop them cash apps, and I got you. Pick somebody, bless somebody. But let's keep it going, man. Salute to everybody in the building.
History is a lie. How were Jews described in Europe before Ashkenazis became the majority? From Nature, Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers, page 123. Quote, Waits says, an interesting gradation of all shades down to the black is exhibited by the Jews. Especially dark were the Jews of Spain and Portugal. The Portuguese Jews were very dark, says Pritchard. The Duchesse de Briante, wife of Napoleon's ambassador to Portugal, said that the Jew, the Negro, and the Portuguese could be seen in a single person. So dark were the Jews, especially of Portugal and southern Spain, that many whites thought all Jews were black or dark. Another source can be found from The Natural History of Man by James Cowles Pritchard. Quote, the Jews of Portugal are very dark. More corroborating evidence can be found from the Memoirs of the Secret Services of John Mackay, Esquire, published in 1733. Daniel, Earl of Nottingham, Secretary of State, is eldest son to Mr. Finch, Lord Chancellor in the reign of King Charles II. He hath also the exterior air of business and application, enough to make him very capable. In his habit and manners very formal. A tall, thin, very black man, like a Spaniard, or Jew, about 50 years old. We can appreciate that even in the 1700s, people from the British Isles recognized Jews to be of a dark complexion, like their Secretary of State, Daniel Finch, 2nd Earl of Nottingham. By the way, this is supposed to be a contemporary painting of Daniel Finch, Earl of Nottingham. This man is clearly of a fair complexion, not dark, like a Jew, as he is described. Just a little peek into the whitewashing of history. Finally, from Shakespeare.
Y'all see how they be doing it? Y'all see how they be doing it? The books and everything saying he was dark. and all that and everything. Then they showed the picture, you know what I'm saying? They made him a lighter complexion. My man just said it. Y'all hear it? So, I mean, I don't be knowing nothing about none of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I only know what I was taught in school and, you know, the typical, just the brainwashing stuff that they taught us in these public schools, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know nothing about no black Jews until maybe, you know, years ago or something, you know what I'm saying? Once I got older and stuff, but it's crazy. Like a lot of this stuff, they just leave it out of our history class when we were growing up in public schools, and our parents didn't tell us none of this shit. So it's crazy, y'all. I'm learning right with y'all, man. We all learning together. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. My bad. Make sure y'all dropping them cash apps and make sure you like the video, y'all.
Shakespeare and the Jews by James Shapiro.
Shakespeare and the Jews from James Shapiro. All right, and we're about on page 171 of this book. When William Brereton jotted down his impressions of the Jews in the synagogue in Amsterdam in 1635. Amsterdam, again, that's in the Netherlands, Holland, all right, the Dutch. This is a Dutch synagogue, Dutch people, right? Amsterdam, 1635. He's going to let you know that he noted that the Jewish men are most black. They're most black. The Jews. Who was the Jews? Again, who was the Jews that were in Amsterdam? Most of those Jews, all right, had fled from Spain and Portugal. Sephardic Jews who were what? Most black. It says, and when the Scottish minister Robert Kirk toured London in January 1690, he also paid a visit to the synagogue there. Now, this is a whole other different country. Right now, he's in England. Now, a whole different person, letting you know what he saw when he went in the synagogue, the Jewish synagogue in London. All right, in 1690. He observed over 200 Jews worshiping. 200. All right, 200 people. 200 Jews. He noted in his journal that they were all very black men. Again, Jews worshiping in a synagogue in London. They were what? All very black men. All very black men. Sephardic Jews. Who was in London as a Jew? A lot of these, again, were Sephardic Moorish Jews from Portugal and Spain. A lot of these were Huguenots, so-called Huguenots.
Like and share for more lost history. And that's why we say,
that's definitely some lost history. I don't know nothing about. That's crazy. But let's keep it going, y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
And sun.
Okay, globe earthers. We're not going to do any math today, all right? Because you guys clearly don't.
Hey, just for you, somebody just said something in the chat. I don't know who it was. Somebody had just said something about, yeah, I could see, you know what I'm saying? Jesus was what he said, maybe black, but he's like, the earth is round, it's not flat. Somebody just said that. I just seen the chat. I mean, somebody comment that. But so this one for you right here. Let's go.
Understand geometry. We're just going to look at objects in the sky. This first object here is the moon, okay? That line above it is the horizon. The horizon should be lower than the moon, putting the moon in outer space, all right? But since the horizon is higher than the moon, that means the moon is low and local to Earth, okay? And this is not a spaceship that they're in. This is a regular airplane. You can tell by the windshield wipers, all right? Now, we're going to move over to the sun, which should be 93 million miles away, way above the horizon in outer space. But as you can see, it is not. It is lower than the horizon. Can you explain this to me, globe earthers? Go ahead. Have at it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Not into religion. I'm into spirituality. I believe there's a God. But I do not believe in any religion whatsoever because I believe religion is dogma. And that religion is all about divide and conquer. And it robs you from being who you truly are, understanding the power is already inside of you. Instead of that, you rely on outside sources. And you keep begging and hoping and wishing and relinquishing your power to outside versus going inside and realizing the true power that's already inside of you.
Hey, talking about religion, I'm definitely agreeing with him on that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't really believe in none of the religions. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe the religions was made just to, put that just to divide things up. And religions ain't it's like religions gangs and everything. And I'm just talking about this because growing up, my mama, she's a very spiritual, religious person. She's super Christian. You feel me? She used to force us to go to church, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But when my brother had to go away for a second, he came back and he was practicing Islam. I mean, he became a Muslim and everything. I seen how my mama used to look down at that, and she kind of looked down, like she treated it like it wasn't as respected as Christianity or something. You know what I'm saying? She always talked like Christianity was, oh, ain't nothing better than this type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always had that feeling inside of me. I'm like, man, this shit. I used to go to church, and I used to be one of them kids in church getting on my mama nerves because I'm like, man, it just would never get to me. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, man, this shit some of it ain't right. Then I used to see how the preachers was acting, and our preacher was pulling up in a Rolls Royce and always had gold on and shit. I'm like, man, this shit, man, I ain't with the religion and shit, but I definitely believe higher power, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. Let's keep it going. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all dropping them cash apps and bless somebody.
It just seems to me that only a really low IQ population could have taken this beautiful continent, this magnificent American landscape that we inherited. Well, actually, we stole it from the Mexicans and the Indians, but hey, it was nice when we stole it. It looked pretty good. It was pristine. Paradise. Have you seen it lately? Have you taken a good look at it lately? It's fucking embarrassing. Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall.
Right.
A big fucking shopping mall. You know that? That's all you got. That's all you've got here, folks. Mile after mile of mall after mall. Many, many malls. Major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, cheap hotels, fast food joints, clubs, and dirty bookstores. America the Beautiful, one big transcontinental commercial cesspool. And how do the people feel about all this? How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just fucking dandy.
I swear, that's all it is, man.
The Book of Enoch is an ancient Jewish text, traditionally attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. This pseudepigraphal work is not included in the standard biblical canon of any major Christian denomination, but holds significance in certain Jewish and Christian sects. The book details complex themes of angelic hierarchy, divine judgment, and mystical phenomena, offering a narrative about the origins of evil and the fate of the universe. Enoch is a patriarch mentioned in the book of Genesis as the seventh from Adam and the great-grandfather of Noah. He is noted for his righteousness and piety. According to Genesis 5:24, Enoch walked with God, then he was no more because God took him away. This cryptic passage has led to much speculation about his role and fate, which the book of Enoch expands upon, depicting him as a mediator between the divine and human realms and a scribe of the celestial order. In the book of Enoch, the Watchers are a group of angels tasked with watching over humans on earth. However, they eventually fall from grace by becoming too involved with human affairs. They teach humans forbidden knowledge such as weapon making, cosmetics, and sorcery. And they father children with human women. These children are known as the Nephilim. The Nephilim are described as the offspring of the sons of God, the Watchers, and the daughters of men in Genesis 6:4 and the book of Enoch.
My bad, y'all. So in Enoch, they say that like the human, like they was having sex with, like the humans had sex with like another entity, like an extraterrestrial or something, and then they created the Nephilim. Did I just hear that right? I mean, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to learn too, God. This Book of Enoch stuff crazy. I've been seeing it all over, but did he just say that? I believe so, man. Let's go.
These beings are depicted as giants or mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Their presence on Earth is characterized by chaos and violence, which ultimately leads to divine intervention. The Book of Enoch portrays the Watchers as being initially well-intentioned, aiming to assist humanity. However, their teaching of forbidden knowledge and procreation with humans is seen as a transgression against divine commands.
My bad for stopping again, but I just seen fam say that too. JB, right? So the Nephilim was the giants, right? Like Nephilim giants or whatever, and they just said whatever, that entity had sex with humans and they created the Nephilim. So woman was pregnant and having giants, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they weren't giants when they was coming out or however, whatever. But they grew the giants or something. Am I hearing this right or what? Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all dropping them cash apps. I'm gonna bless somebody.
Disrupting the intended order and balance of creation. In some modern interpretations and alternative histories, the narrative of the Watchers and the Nephilim is connected to the Anunnaki, gods of Sumerian mythology. The Anunnaki from the planet Nibiru also came to Earth and created humans. The flood myth, which appears in the Epic of Gilgamesh and is paralleled in the story of Noah's Ark, is interpreted as a deliberate act by the Anunnaki to purge the Earth, including the Nephilim, by letting Nibiru's gravitational forces cause a great flood. Mitzit Hermon, a significant mountainous region on the borders of modern-day Lebanon, Syria, and Israel, is mentioned in the Book of Enoch as the location where the Watchers descended to Earth. It is traditionally regarded as a sacred place, symbolizing the gateway between the divine and the earthly, a fitting site for such celestial interactions. The connection between the Book of Enoch, the Nephilim, and the Anunnaki weaves a narrative that spans multiple ancient cultures and mythologies. It suggests a shared mythos or a common interpretative thread among ancient peoples about divine beings influencing human history, either through direct intervention or through the offspring they leave behind. This blend of mythological and religious texts with modern interpretations challenges our understanding of ancient history and the boundaries between the celestial and terrestrial realms.
Hey y'all, so I see why they hid this damn Book of Enoch. So the Book of Enoch talking about, I guess, the creation of, they talking about all this stuff happening with like the sex between, or the interactions between the human and, I don't know, was it the Anunnakis or something else, animals, extraterrestrials or something, and they was experimenting and creating shit. So like, that's what it's about. That's what the book about. So were humans created? Like, were we, I mean, of course we was, but like, was they mixing up some stuff into the, y'all help me out, man. Y'all help me out.
The Book of Enoch is one of the oldest religious documents in the world and contains prophecies and revelations of great impact. It is considered an apocryphal book, which for the Catholic religion means a book written without the recognition of the teachings of Jesus. This book tells us that there was a great battle on earth between the righteous angels and the rebellious angels. And to keep the bad ones away from humans, God locked them in a place that no one can find, until the day of the final judgment. According to this enigmatic book, the 200 angels were taken to the edge of the earth under the mountains. And by the characteristics, there are theories that say that this place is Antarctica. Recently, NASA detected something very strange in Antarctica, which so far no one has been able to explain. 2 large holes were detected in the ice, each with a size of 50,000 square kilometers. In addition, it was also reported about a gravitational anomaly that extends under the ice with an estimated depth of 850 meters. And where was this? Precisely in the newly discovered holes. The only theory is that the 200 angels who are trapped there are the ones who are creating these anomalies, warning that the final judgment is approaching. Leave your comment on this topic and follow me for part 2.
Who is Enoch?
You know that Enoch was a real powerful man because he's talked about in the Bible. Yet his book is not in the Bible. It was left out by accident on purpose. And the reason why is because he's talking about beings that were not from Earth, that came.
He said it was left out by accident on purpose.
Here from up above and engaged mankind. They taught us how to build weapons. They taught us about perfume and makeup. Taught us how to make jewelry and beer and all this other crazy stuff, right? They were having sex with humans. So these weren't like the angels that we're thinking with and these beings that came to visit gave him an appointed date that he would be taken away from Earth. And so he got taken away from Earth and he didn't describe the shape of the Earth, gigantic blue glowing sphere. He went away for a while, then comes back.
Hey, but he said the dudes, he said Enoch said he described the earth and he said it was a huge, gigantic sphere. So he was thinking the world, the earth was round, you know what I'm saying? I don't know though, but let's keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, entertainment purposes only.
Here are the 5 profound secrets the Book of Enoch reveals and the reasons why the church wanted to erase it from history. 1. Enoch's communion with divine beings challenged the church's authoritative interpretation of the divine-human relationship. It hinted at a more direct connection between humanity and the celestial realm, bypassing the need for intermediaries. 2. Deep within the text lies the revelation of the Watchers, angelic beings who descend to earth and share forbidden knowledge with humanity. The Book of Enoch's portrayal of the Watchers' rebellion challenged the church's narrative of an obedient angelic hierarchy. The notion of angels acting against divine order and interacting with humanity on their own terms undercut the church's efforts to enforce divine obedience and control. 3. The Book of Enoch unveils the Nephilim, beings born from the union of angels and mortals, posed a direct challenge to the church's teachings on divine creation.
Oh, so they left the Book of Enoch out because it was going against some of the stuff they was trying to implement in the churches and stuff and everything. They like, oh man, we can't let this get out, huh? That's what was going on. Man, so much to learn, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, y'all. Make sure y'all drop them cash apps. I'm gonna go back and look and I'm gonna find somebody. I'm gonna bless somebody with some lunch, dinner, whatever you want to use it for. Appreciate everybody in the building. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button. Let's just keep it going, though. Let's keep it going, y'all.
To the ancient text came from heaven to earth. In the Egyptian culture, they call them the Dietary, and they said they came to earth and turned mud into a kingdom. In the Bible, they call them the Enoch. They have these names in all different cultures. They all show up around the same time in every culture. And I started finding more instances of them in every culture I looked into around the same time period. And I go, these people really came here at some point in the distant past. It seems to be now around 450,000 years ago they arrived, and about 200,000 years ago, according to the text, they started genetically tinkering with human beings, saying they were adding their essence to them to get us to do the labor for them. So around 200,000 years ago, they started tinkering with us, and there's a famous cylinder scroll and with some text at the British Museum with Isis, the goddess Isis, who was one of the original Sumerian pantheon, not Egyptian, and she's holding up a baby, and she says, the first Adamu, which means first man, my hands have created it. And she claims to have taken this baby to term for 10 months in her own womb to create the more modern version of Homo sapiens sapiens.
Damn. So I might be mixed with I might got a little something inside of me from another entity. I might not be all like, I don't even know if I'm a human being at this point. I don't know if I'm a human. I don't know if I'm an alien, an extraterrestrial. I don't know, y'all. At this point, all these damn stories and all this type of stuff we learning and jumping into, going down these rabbit holes. I don't know. I don't even know if we human. I don't know if this is a simulation. I just don't know, y'all. It's just a lot of I don't knows. So let's just keep it going, y'all. Let's just keep it going.
Also known as Ea in Akkadian and Babylonian mythology. Renowned as the god of water, knowledge, and creation. A principal deity, Enki's story is rich with tales of innovation, wisdom, and cunning. He is credited with the creation of mankind, the establishment of Eridu, the first city of Sumer, as well as the development of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers through a network of canals.
So Enki created mankind? Like all that, like I'm just learning. I'm learning, y'all. Don't crucify me.
According to interpretations of Sumerian texts, Enki played a pivotal role in the creation of humans. The Anunnaki, including Enki, were in search of resources on Earth. Faced with labor challenges, Enki to alleviate the Anunnaki's burdens. Using his advanced knowledge in genetics and biology, he engineered humans as a hybrid species. This process involved the genetic manipulation of the Anunnaki's DNA with that of Homo erectus, the most advanced terrestrial species at the time. Enki's expertise in science enabled this ambitious project, resulting in the birth of Homo sapiens, beings capable of performing the tasks needed by the Anunnaki, while also possessing a degree of sentience and intelligence. Enki's relationship with his creation was complex and multifaceted. Unlike some of the Anunnaki who viewed humans merely as servants, Enki developed a paternal and protective attitude towards humanity. This emotional attachment is highlighted in numerous myths, where Enki intervenes to guide, protect, and even educate humans. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, Enki plays a crucial role in the tale of the Great Flood, a narrative echoed in various cultures worldwide. It is here we witness Enki's defiance of the decision made by the Anunnaki Council to let a catastrophic flood wipe out human civilization. Moved by compassion, Enki chose to save Utnapishtim, the Sumerian equivalent of Noah, by warning him about the impending deluge. He instructed him to build an ark capable of saving his family, along with a collection of animals and plant species to ensure the continuity of life post-flood.
Man, without this YouTube and TikTok and all this stuff, man, like I wouldn't, like all this shit so foreign to me. I don't know none of the, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, it's my fault, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna say it's all completely my fault, but the books I was reading growing up and everything, I didn't read this type of stuff and none of this type of, I missed out on a lot of this shit. Like, I'm hearing these names and like a lot of this stuff is foreign to me. I'm like, damn, man, like, why I don't know like none of this stuff? Like, why ain't none of this shit like it's crazy, man. I gotta start doing more and more research, man. It's too much out there to learn.
Enki's actions in this tale underscore his rebellious nature and his willingness to challenge the consensus of the gods to protect humanity. The representation of Enki as a serpent or being associated with serpents is a recurring motif in ancient cultures, symbolizing wisdom, life, and rejuvenation. This symbolism reflects Enki's role as a bringer of knowledge and enlightenment, akin to the serpent in the biblical story of Adam and Eve. This serpentine symbolism extends beyond Mesopotamia, appearing in various cultures and mythologies around the world. From the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl in Mesoamerican cultures to the Naga in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, the serpent emerges as a symbol of wisdom, healing, and connection to the divine. These global serpent motifs may trace back to a collective memory of Enki, his deeds, and his association with the fundamental aspects of life and knowledge. In weaving together these narratives, we uncover a tapestry of myth and speculation that challenges our understanding of ancient history and the origins of civilization.
It's very interesting topic about these Anunnakis, Book of Enoch. Just this topic, it just never gets boring.
We literally
and it never ends. You feel me? I see some of the fam in here. The chat said that we got to watch this guy right here, Billy. I guess they said he playing both sides or whatever, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I be checking his videos out. I ain't never really get, you know what I'm saying? No type of bad energy from him or nothing. So, and he be saying some like shit. I done watched some videos and got some nice, good, informative information from him. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't gonna put him out there like he an op or something like that right now. So I'm just keep it going.
were re-engineered to become a slave race on this planet. The Anunnaki appeared to have arrived around 450,000 years ago. They said there was a being here that was already had their little communities and existences, but we were at a certain level, and they added their essence to us to genetically modify and create Homo sapiens sapien after many experiments. Enki had an idea, says, look, let us take the existing being on this planet and add our essence to them and get them to bear the load of the labor. So basically create a slave race. Not from dust, not from actual, like, you know, the Bible says, you take some clay and wet clay and spit on it and blah, blah, blah. No, from taking a being that's here already, genetically tinkering with it, making it, inserting a worship gene, which we know the gene for worship was inserted into the genome. We know that for a fact now through genetic studies, and it can be turned on and it can also be turned off. We'll get them to worship us. They'll think we're God, and they'll do the work just to honor us. And they put them out there to do all the work and take the load away from the EGG, the working class Anunnaki. And that's how that initial war was kind of thwarted. And so that's what happened.
So humans are a slave race? We was created to just, I mean, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, entertaining purposes only, you know, that's what he just said, whatever, but we're a slave race. We was created to, I don't know. Y'all help me out, man. Just help me. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going.
Wish we knew their goal or their agenda, but they're a complicated race.
These beings are living among us, and they do influence us day to day. And of course, there are ones that visit us. It's not a question of if they are here, they always have been here. And although they have colonized our entire solar system, they still consider the Earth their home. When it comes to the reptilians, I see their agenda as being really self-serving. If they make a treaty with us where we benefit from technology or free energy, some sort of medical breakthrough, it's because they want something out of the deal. Whether it's biological, experiments, trade, whatever it is, it's because they want something out of it. When we go back into our own human histories, we find that they have had treaties with various governments and groups on Earth, including with Eisenhower in May 1954, where he had made a deal to not only advance us with a technological exchange so that they could open up various treaties and trade. And these groups have been manipulating us and working behind the scenes while monitoring our progress from a distance.
Nibiru, the home planet of the Anunnaki, had a damaged atmosphere, which was causing environmental problems. To counteract this issue, the Anunnaki sought gold as a solution. According to some theories, the Anunnaki intended to suspend gold particles in their planet's atmosphere to create a protective shield. This shield was intended to mitigate the effects of their planet's damaged atmosphere, such as radiation or other environmental hazards. Gold is highly reflective and can deflect heat and radiation. They used gold particles and sheets to reflect harmful solar radiation away from Nibiru, thereby stabilizing their planet's climate. By introducing gold particles into Nibiru's atmosphere, The Anunnaki could potentially stabilize temperature variations and atmospheric conditions, preventing further deterioration. Questions often arise regarding why the Anunnaki didn't pursue alternative methods for obtaining gold, such as mining asteroids or utilizing advanced robotics. This may oversimplify the challenges involved in asteroid mining or overlook potential risks associated with advanced artificial intelligence. The assumption that mining equipment could easily be deployed on asteroids disregards the complexities and technological hurdles inherent in such endeavors. Additionally, speculation about the Anunnaki's potential experimentation with AI and robotics leading to unfavorable outcomes suggests a cautious approach to technological advancement.
Man. It's a lot going out there, man. Let me pick somebody real quick, man, for this cash app before the stream. And y'all, let me go up here and look, man. Did y'all drop the cash apps in here? Let me see who was in here. Who been talking? Who been doing their thing, man? I'm finna bless somebody, man, for some lunch, some dinner, whatever they want to use it for. It don't matter. Just showing some love, man, giving back. And I appreciate everybody with the super chats, man. Appreciate you, Angela, JB. Much love to y'all. Much love to everybody. Let me see. And I'm going to do this like a lot, y'all. So, I can't pick everybody at one time, man. So keep it rolling, man. Let me see. Today, I'm going to have to figure something out for you too, Melissa. I know you say you in the UK, y'all. You ain't got the cash app over there. So I'm going to figure something out. Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Let me see, man. I think today, I'm going to go ahead and bless. I'm going to bless a moderator and I'm going to bless another person, man. I'm going to bless DJ with a cash app. I appreciate you, DJ. I appreciate everybody, but I appreciate you, DJ. You're always in here, being in here from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Showing love. Always sending me stuff and everything. I appreciate you for sure, man, being part of the family. So we got DJ T-Ski Music. I'm going to do her. And I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? B. Harvey. I appreciate you too. I know you're not a moderator or whatever, but you be always showing love, fam. You be sending me videos, content, everything. So I'm going to bless you too. So DJ and B. Harvey. Hold on, let me write that down. Yep, man. Let me finish the video. I'm gonna make sure I send it to y'all. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody in here. And I got some more people in here I want to bless too. But it's gonna get around, y'all. I'm gonna do this all the time, man, often. So it's much love to everybody. I appreciate everybody in here. But let's keep it going. I got a little bit more.
My skin is this way is because I'm genetically branded, and so are you. You're genetically branded. And no matter where you go, you find the same story. You find a particular type of a being ruling over people that kind of resemble them. Now, this is interesting. Could race be a result of a particular gene from the people that ruled over a region of us on the planet? And here's what I found out. Geneticists discovered that there's a 2% variance in genes between races. In other words, what makes me a person that's dark-skinned with more melanin in my skin than you who's more fair-skinned with slightly less melanin in your skin is not because my ancestors, were in the Sahara Desert working in the desert underneath the hot sun all day. And that's what they teach you in school. The reason why my skin is this way is because I'm genetically branded, and so are you. You're genetically branded. Why? The person who ruled over us gave us a brand, just like they brand a cow and say, "Oh, that's Farmer Jim's cow. Don't touch them." You see the brand right there? Well, when these people spread out around the planet to rule over different regions, they genetically branded the people they ruled over to resemble them, and that's why Asians look different, and Caucasians and Africans, and they said that a 2% variance would take multi-millions of years to happen in natural evolution, and yet it only happened in 200,000 years. So it tells us something interesting, that this is an artificial mutation. Let us make man in our image.
Man. So basically they're saying that they've been modifying all the races and everything. It's just been it's crazy, man. But whatever, man. Whatever race you are, whatever color you are, it's all love over here. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. I don't care what color you are, whatever shit. I ain't tripping, man. Our war, we all fighting the same war right now, y'all. It ain't me against you. It ain't color against color and none of that, man. This is a whole different type of war that we fighting, y'all. So, but appreciate everybody. Hopefully, wait, before I get off, y'all make sure y'all check them cash apps. Make sure y'all got y'all cash apps, DJ and B Harvey, you know what I'm saying? Let me know y'all got them, y'all good. Just a little something, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go get some lunch, buy some. I know things so expensive now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully that little bit of help, just a little something for you. You know what I'm saying? My appreciation. I appreciate everybody. These videos be crazy. These TikToks. Everything. Like if y'all want to send me some content, join the Discord. You can send me some content. And I just want to say, man, stay woke, y'all. Stay positive. Stay vibrating in those good frequencies, man. And just stay on wave, y'all, because it's a lot out here. It's a lot we don't know. It's a lot of rabbit holes we can go down, but I'm just keep on trying to bring these streams to y'all so we can just keep on learning, you know what I'm saying? Learning together, y'all. So it's all love, man. Peace and love to everybody. It's your boy Thigh. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Peace.
Fam over.